The only lap car that's in that 5-car draft working into turn 1 is Sterling Marlin. He's still hanging in there, has thoughts of getting his lap back as he goes over to turn 2.
Just following the tire tracks of the race leader, Mark Martin, for the time being. Sterling Marlin just tucked in line. Further back, here's Dale Jarrett going after Jeff Gordon. Gordon hits the wall, bounces off the wall off turn 2, comes across the racetrack. Derrike Cope nearly slams into him. Everybody hits the brakes, and Jeff Gordon spins down to the apron of the track on the back straightaway.
Caution on the speedway for the third time in the Pepsi 400. The NASCAR Winston Cup Championship leader is in trouble on the backstretch off of turn 4. Here is Sterling Marlin going to try and get his lap back from race leader Mark Martin. They come down to the stripe, and at the caution flag puts Sterling Marlin, who has had so much success here at Daytona in the past, back into the thick of things. He's been a lap down since a flat tire at lap number 8. Now Marlin is back on the lead lap. The yellow when Jeff Gordon got in trouble off turn 2. Back to Joe Moore.
Gordon seemed to hesitate a little bit coming up off the corner. Dale Jarrett was right behind him, saw he had slowed, so he jumped to the inside to pass. Just as he got up alongside Gordon, Gordon's right front touched the outside wall. Here is the exit of the corner. When it did, he tried to save the car, but it shot back across the racetrack. And a heck of a tip of the hat to Derrike Cope, who was coming along as the car was right in the middle of the racetrack. Cope made a great move to avoid slamming in and T-boning Jeff Gordon. Gordon continued to hang on to the car, although it hit the grass, spun around about 3 times. He's now refired it and driven away.
Jeff Gordon is on the flat part of the racetrack coming out of turn number 4, limping onto pit road. We're taking a look at the car from our vantage point here in the tower. Don't see all that much sheet metal damage to the machine, at least on the right side of the car, as he is easing his way all the way down to his pit. And we'll follow his pit stop here as he works his way down toward Jim Phillips.
Well, I think, Barney, at first, Ray Abraham and the crew had thought about bringing Jeff behind the wall. But it looks as though that there's not all that much damage to his Chevrolet. He's in on the pit lane now. They're working on the right side, and they're pulling the fenders away from the right front. So, indeed, he did make some contact with the wall. Yes, there is some damage to the right front corner. The left front tire is flat. The car is still running. They come around the left side. They're going to change all 4 tires. But that looks like the major part of the damage to Gordon's car is the right front.
Under the caution flag at the Daytona International Speedway, through the benefit of a video replay that we have been able to see, Jeff Gordon just went up the racetrack and got into the outside wall with the right front corner of his car from the looks of things, and was very fortunate that that didn't get a whole lot worse. He's still on the lead lap.
Yeah, he's in pretty good shape. He's back on pit road again, and they've made the 4-tire change. Let's go back down to Jim Phillips, see what they're doing this time, Jim.
Well, they got a pipe. They're trying to roll that fender away from the right front tire, Barney. And also, as I look down the right side of the car when he came in, the rear quarter panel, it has a little lip hanging out on the rear quarter panel that could cause some aerodynamic problems for Gordon, a little bit anyway. But they've got the fender cleared right now. Ray Abraham still looking over the damage, and he's going to go back on the speedway.
And again, Jeff Gordon staying on the lead lap at this point, though he has fallen all the way back to 34th position. Now, something to quickly update. The Gatorade Front Runner Award for the season is on the line today. $50,000 paid out to the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship leader at the conclusion of today's race. Well, Jeff Gordon has a 92-point lead on Mark Martin coming into the race. Right now, though, he is 34th, and Mark Martin is the race leader. So in addition to the win and a lot of valuable championship points, $50,000 in cash also may be at stake here, depending how far back Gordon can rally in the final moments of the race.